Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Jimmy, as you know, with Rhino Tactical, and we realize it's been a couple of months since we've done videos, but the reason being is it's a very tight schedule. We're really backlogged actually on the training with Rhino Tactical for military, police, private sector security, and defense-minded individuals. So that kind of makes it tough to upload videos, as well as working with LAPD. Myself, I work with LAPD, and you know, contracting for myself and for others on the outside makes it really difficult. So what we want to do is we want to bring you videos that actually have good quality and not just produce mass videos that don't really have anything other than to take up space on YouTube and Facebook, which by the way, we just started a Facebook page a couple months ago. If you want to check into that, it's just under Rhino Tactical, the same thing, and it's going to bring you more things than the YouTube videos do, such as like shotgun reviews, different little things like that would be more practical to do on there, you know, as opposed to on YouTube. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to start getting into defensive shotgun and defensive principles inside the home, outside the home, and carrying the defensive mindset. So what we wanted to do is go into basically shotguns for choice for defensive weaponry when it comes to inside and outside the home defense. So with that being said, we're going to get it into the tools known as shotguns. Later on, we're going to get into preparing your house for events such as home invasions, intrusions, burglaries, things like that, how to prepare it. And that'll be really interesting, because I want you guys to know every person out there should be thinking, you know, in the different awareness levels, always thinking, you know, being aware. Your situational awareness is what we want to get you to think. But anyway, that's going to come later on. If you guys want to stay tuned in to, again, Facebook, we're going to make announcements, as well as our subscribers. Every time as you all know, that we get a new video, you're alerted to it if you subscribe to us. So it's very good information. Like I said, we only make quality information. Having said that, we're going to go ahead and get into shotguns. Now, first we're going to talk about shotguns, and we're going to talk about the ammo that you would use inside the home. And it's going to be a very straightforward look into practical and tactical shotguns, with a price range of about $250 to about $450 to $500, depends on how much accessories you wanted to put on these. So when it comes to shotgun, there's only 3 major brands that I would recommend. Sure, there's a lot of other brands for home defense, but the main ones are Mossbergs, Winchesters, and Remingtons. There are other brands that are good shotguns, but not necessarily practical for home defense. And that would be what I'm going to show you later on, is a Stoeger, you know, an over and under shotty. So now remember, we're shooting for shotguns that are both tactical and practical for inside the home defense and outside the home defense. And that price range is going to be anywhere from about $250 to about $450, depending on what kind of deal you can get and on how many accessories you want to put on it. So having said that, let's get into the shotguns. So the first one we want to talk about, which is a great shotgun for home defense, is the Mossberg 500. And this one is a 20-inch barrel. It has basically a 7+1 shot capacity, which is kind of strange for an 18-inch, or excuse me, for a 20-inch barrel and magazine. It should have 8+1. There are other models out there that do have the 8+1, but this particular one only holds 7+1, which means 7 in the mag and 1 in the chamber. It has a heat shield. It's got, again, like all the good shotguns out there, it has dual action bars on the sides. It holds a 2 3/4 or a 3-inch shell on these. Great shotgun. This one comes with a pistol grip, great for home defense, easily portable and agile. The very same shotgun, but in a different configuration. Actually, and this one goes for about, you can find these on Gunbroker or almost at Big 5 for about $325 to about $350, and the cheaper versions you can get for about $200. This model can also be configured with stock on there, as well as the pistol grip. So the next one we're going to look at is the same exact model, which is the 500 Mossberg. Comes with a stock on here. It's a Black Hawk Spec Ops stock. It's fully expandable. Has a pistol grip. It's got the same thing, the heat shield. It's got the 20-inch magazine, which holds, again, 7+1. It's got the dual action transfer bars. Makes it quick loading on there. That is a great shotgun. You can get this shotgun. The basic model is about $300, $325, like I was saying, and then the Spec Ops stock will run you about another 80 bucks. It's a great shotgun. Mossberg, you can take these shotguns, throw them against the concrete, much like a Glock. Pull them up, put the ammo in it, and they're good to go. You're not going to dent them unless you savagely abuse these. These are great shotguns. The next one we want to look at is the baseline Winchester 1300 Defender. Fantastic shotgun. My favorite shotgun, as you all know from my last videos and things like that on shotguns. This has a, here we go, here's an 18.5-inch magazine. This holds 7+1. Now remember, the Mossberg also holds 7+1, but that's with a 20-inch magazine, so do the math on that. It doesn't quite work out. But anyway, somehow Winchester managed to be able to put 7+1 in here, which means 7 in the mag, 1 in the chamber. This again also has dual action transfer bars. It has the, you know, the quick action. This is called the Defender Super, the Winchester 1300. It's speed pump, speed feed. But this is one of the older versions of the newer ones of the speed feed. This is just a regular 1300 Defender. The newer ones that they sell at Big 5 have a different capacity. They're known as the Super X Defenders, and they have a 5+1 capacity. You can see those on our Facebook page right now. If you go to Rhino Tactical, you can see the new Winchesters. Unfortunately, they are not importing this gun anymore because of the large magazine capacity. Whenever you import a gun, you have to go with a 5+1 capacity. You're not allowed to use to utilize any larger magazine tube, which is why Mossberg, since it's made in America as we think, comes with a larger magazine tube because it's not imported, so they're allowed to get away with the 7+1. So anyway, this gun right here will run you about anywhere from $250 to about $350. Great gun for home defense. This is my favorite for home defense, as well as I use it for police tactical shotgun shooting, as well as I could use trap and skeet. I mean, it has a lot of variety. This is crazy. This gun is 18.5-inch barrel, but it basically throws a pattern out there like a chain link fence. It's a fantastic gun, great for home defense. Now remember, this is roughly about like I was saying, in the mid 200s to about 300, somewhere in there, like I was saying. You can get them depending on where you get them at. If you want to trick it out, here's the same exact one. It's a 1300 Winchester Defender. Same thing, 18.5-inch barrel. As you all know, what I've done to this one is I've put different ghost ring sights on here for combat. We've magna ported the barrel. It's an 18.5-inch barrel. It has the same dual action transfer bars. It is equipped with a side saddle shell carrier. It holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shells on the side, and it's got smooth action, and it's really a good shotgun. With all the accessories on this, you're looking at about another, say, $200 for the sights, another $60 for the side saddle shell carrier, and I think we got a different stock on this too. So for this one, you're looking at about between $400 and $550, somewhere in there for this, if you want to trick it out like this for home defense. Now the only thing with shotguns for home defense, if you ever get into an altercation and they see all this stuff on there, they're pretty much going to ask you why you have all this stuff on there, and the lawyer's going to eat you up alive. So my recommendation is the simpler you can keep a gun, the better. I'm also, I work with LAPD, so I'm also a police officer, so you guys know that you know, they're going to know we already trained tactically and stuff, so we can probably get away with stuff like this. But for the average defense-minded citizen and civilian, I recommend just keep it as bare nuts as you can. Don't put too many accessories on there. But if you would like I said, this one will go up in upwards of about $550. The next one we're going to cover is the Remington 870 Police Magnum. Great shotgun. This is our duty shotgun for LAPD. This one has a 18.5-inch barrel. It's capable of 6+1. It's a little bit shorter of a mag tube. And it has the side shell carrier on the side, which is capable of holding 6, and another 6 here. Now this is the Police Magnum, which means it shoots magnum shells. Most of these are all geared for 2 3/4 and 3-inch shells. However, this is the 3-inch magnum shell, which is double-aught buck and things like that we use in LAPD. So this is a great shotgun as well, but the only problem is this one will run you about, gosh, anywhere from about $550 to about $850, depending on accessories that you want to put on it and different things of that nature. So this is your Remington. Again, it has a dual action transfer bars. It has really nice action on it. I mean, it's fantastic. You can hear and it's fast. It's very fast. I recommend pumps for inside and outside the home defense, not automatics. As you see, all these things that I'm showing you are pumps. So much better, less jamming than an automatic, although most automatics nowadays are so advanced that it won't jam. But why take the chance? Use a pump. So again, this one will run you anywhere from, I don't know, the 550 to about 750, 850, 650, somewhere in there. It's a vague market, but it depends on what you want to put on there. The next thing, which is not really, it's tactical, but it's not really practical for inside the home, outside the home, is the old venerable Stoeger. Now this is it's a 20-inch double barrel shotgun. It's very fast. You have seen me shoot these on videos, but this gun and guns like it, I really like to shoot, believe it or not, trap and skeet with it and sporting clays, because it throws out a great pattern. It's small, it's portable, it's very agile. I could do a lot of things with it, and it's great. The only drawback to this is, you can see, it only holds 2. And in a defensive situation, you don't want to be worrying about changing into more rounds. So, you know, that's the least thing you want to worry about. You want to have something at least with a 5 round capacity plus 1 in the chamber. So this is a great gun. This is basically for Western combat. It could also be used for inside the home defense. It's a 12 gauge, holds 2 3/4, 3-inch shells, side-by-side shotgun. One is a regular bore cylinder, and one is an improved cylinder. So different shotgun patterns on the chokes of these things. Great shotgun. It also has 2 triggers, front and a back. So that's another thing you don't want to get into too many variables when it comes to home defense. So keep it simple again. Okay, the next thing we want to cover, a lot of times, you know, we talk about all these tough guns and all these things that are great for male shooters, but we really don't talk about female shooters. Now, recently, we went to go repair some tires on our trucks, and we talked to the owner of Direct Tire, Kurt, which is a fantastic guy, and we talked about the Mossberg 500 for different types of things. Now, I wanted to bring that up because that's a great home defense gun for ladies in 20 gauge. Here it is right here. This is a fantastic little Mossberg. Again, it's the Mossberg 500, but in 20 gauge. It has the dual action transfer bars. This one has an 18.5-inch barrel. Again, this holds about 6+1. Okay, 6+1 on this thing. And it's got great action. Very fast. Very light. My sister-in-law also has one of these, as well as a Remington. Great shotguns. This can also be interchanged with a pistol grip. If you want your honey to have a smaller, shorter pistol grip, that's what you want to get, things like that. Very agile gun. It's very soft shooting, especially if you shoot these guns from the hip, which some of our videos in the future are going to have. Real quick here, we're gonna take these out, and in fact, I think I'm going to implement some of the videos in this video to show you what it's like to shoot from the hip.
A little bit different dispersion there, especially shooting from the hip. Not too bad though. Really good actually.
Because it's a little bit harder than to aim this when you're in defense position. So I recommend a stock on it, but if you have to, you can get yourself a pistol grip and go back and forth. As long as you practice with this, and as long as your wife practices with this, she should be good to go. But anyway, those are all the shotguns, and we're going to be getting into different videos, especially, like I said, on home defense. We're going to start catering to home defense and teaching you guys as much as we can. I hope you enjoyed that little video on inside the home and outside the home, practical and tactical shotguns for defense. So remember, tune in to us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can have the best free instructional videos. Remember, we also provide services for defense-minded individuals as well at cheap rates compared to a lot of other firearms companies. You'll get the most out of tactical and practical shooting. We'll go ahead and evaluate your style of shooting, make corrections, and we'll take you through what you need to do to become an expert shooter and a defensive marksman. So anyway, thanks a lot, and we'll see you at the range.